Ladies and gentlemen, the annual AI Summit is held in Paris. It is an exciting gathering because it allows us to truly come together on AI. The world situation has undergone profound but also disturbing changes, especially the advancement and development of AI technology, which has put us humans at the crossroads of survival or destruction for the first time. I am not exaggerating. Although we have made great progress in the development of AI technology, unfortunately, our progress in regulation is very slow, especially as some countries refuse to regulate artificial intelligence. This was particularly shocking when I heard about the Israeli army's use of the AI system, Lavender, for so-called counter-terrorism operations during the horrific massacre in Gaza. As far as we know, the Lavender system is a system that can automatically identify and kill so-called terrorists. It can identify targets based on information in the Israeli military database, using drones and other equipment, and automatically issue kill orders. Moreover, many of those who died in the Lavender system were not armed personnel, but civilians. It is hard for us to imagine that such a brutal killing machine is actually controlled by AI, although the Israeli military defended it, claiming that the Lavender system will eventually require human authorization. This development trend is still worrying. It is even more shocking that Mr. Vance said that there should not be any obstacles for AI systems. If such a terrifying killing machine is completely controlled by the AI system, or at least mostly controlled by the AI system, then if the AI system goes crazy one day, then I am afraid that Mr. Vance may also become a victim of this AI killing machine. This is why we need strong regulation of AI systems, because we cannot entrust our lives to an unknown machine. This is very dangerous and irresponsible. As a world leader, the United States should assume the responsibility of global leadership instead of condoning and encouraging such horrific killings, which is inconsistent with the United States global leadership. Mr. Vance made a long speech, trying to exaggerate the so-called China threat theory and the risks of China's AI industry. This is totally unacceptable. There is a Chinese saying, "People have a scale in their hearts. Everyone knows who is righteous and who is evil in their hearts, so there is no need to waste time advocating here." Mr. Vance said that China cannot be trusted. So my question is, can the United States be trusted? I think the answer is of course no. Let's look at what happened in Ukraine. Just 4 years ago, Mr. Biden, then the U.S. president, pushed for a terrible war in Ukraine. This war was completely avoidable. It was because NATO's foolish eastward expansion aroused Russia's security concerns, which in turn triggered the tragic Ukrainian war. The Ukrainian war lasted for 3 years, and both Russia and Ukraine lost millions of lives. But what about the United States? After President Biden left office, the newly elected President Trump completely overturned Biden's decision and directly pressured Ukraine to stop the war and cede its territory. This was a ruthless betrayal of Ukraine. The ceasefire obtained by such an unfair policy is not real peace, but only a temporary truce. The angry Ukrainians will launch their revenge, and the target is likely to be Mr. Vance's America. In addition, there is the tragic war in Gaza. Hamas launched a brutal attack on October 7, 2023, resulting in the deaths of a large number of innocent Israeli civilians. This is outrageous and Hamas's actions should be condemned. But then Israel's retaliation completely exceeded the limit and carried out indiscriminate and brutal massacres of residents in the Gaza Strip. What is the difference between such massacres and Hamas attacks? There is no difference. What is even more infuriating is Israel's contempt for the United Nations and international law. When UN Secretary General Guterres said that what happened in Gaza did not happen in a vacuum, the Israeli representative completely disrespected the authority of the UN Secretary General and humiliated him to the extreme. This is not only a humiliation to the Secretary General, but also a humiliation to all UN member states and to Israel itself, because the establishment of Israel relied on UN Resolution 181. In the area surrounding China, the United States has not only wooed so-called allies, such as Japan and South Korea, to blockade and contain China, but has also exerted extreme pressure on China in the economic and trade fields, wantonly undermining the World Trade Order. That would have been fine, but at the AI summit, Mr. Vance strongly attacked the strong regulation of AI, which is a very dangerous move. As I said before, if AI is not subject to strong regulation, then we humans may face unprecedented threats. In such a major event that concerns the fate of mankind, we should abandon geopolitical and ideological prejudices and jointly formulate a regulatory strategy for AI rather than letting it go. Just like Lavender, we can no longer tolerate the emergence of another Lavender. Just imagine, if we refuse to impose strict regulation on AI, then our descendants will live under the shadow of AI weapons, and perhaps our lives will not be completely protected. That will be the end of all mankind. My speech is over. Thank you, everyone.